guys. Hello. Okay, let's see if this stream wants to work. Oh, good. Looks like it's working. Okay. I'm sorry for those of you who've been waiting for me to go on for the past half hour. Basically, the internet company just decided to turn off the account for today for no reason. So, so Jaime was on the phone with them for the last half hour, getting them to turn it back on. Okay, so this video is going to be me reacting to the comments from the video I uploaded on Friday. We'll get started in about 5 minutes for those of you who watch afterwards. So if you want to skip to that one. Oh, you like my camera quality. Thank you. Okay, so let me let everybody else know that we're live now. So, oh, awesome. There's a bunch of you here. So, hi. Hi guys, we are live over on YouTube, so be sure to come by and come over to the chat. I'm going to be reacting to comments from the All My Pets video 2019. So we're going to be, I'm going to be answering all the questions and comments. I'm going to be responding to every comment on the 2019 All My Pets video. So if you guys haven't commented on that video, you still can, because I'm going to respond to basically every single comment today. I'll be streaming basically until I'm finished with that. So that is going to be a lot. All right, bye. Join us on YouTube. Okay, so I think that's good. We'll get started in another minute. And let me start pulling up those comments. So yeah, I'm going to be answering and responding to all the comments. There's a lot. So we'll see how long this stream lasts. So So how are you guys doing today? Hi, Barry. Barry's like, I'm just here hanging out. This this new studio is like it's better than the last one. Like for YouTubers, the creator studio is better than it used to be, but it's still kind of hard to get the hang of it. Like it's a lot better, but I'm still trying to get used to it.
Which is such a stupid.
I'm gonna try to do the like first comments, like go from the bottom to the top. We'll see if I can do that. So I can start with the people that commented first on the video. There's a lot of comments on here already. Okay, so, that took longer than I thought. Okay, so for those of you who are new to the live streams, I do live streams every Monday, and I pick a certain topic, and that's what we discuss. So basically, I try to incorporate you guys into the conversation by reading your comments as we're going. But you basically have to keep, the comments with the conversation. So as long as you're talking to me about what's going on with, what we're talking about, I will try my best to include your comments in the live stream and stuff like that. So if you comment like something off topic, then I don't answer those comments. And then if you guys see anybody that's being really rude in the comments, let me know. I do try to moderate the comments so that we can kick out people that are just being like really mean or something like that. So, or rude. Yeah, so let's see. What else? I think there's so basically today I'm going to be answering all of the comments from the All My Pets video 2019. This is the updated video. I'm going to be answering every single comment, almost. So the only comments I'm not going to be answering is just people who didn't watch the video. So as long as, you watched the video and commented, I'm going to be answering that. There's like several people that were commenting, like asking, like, for example, to several people were asking about my ferrets. I didn't have any ferrets in the 2018 video, so I don't know why I would have them in the 2019 video. So yeah, there's not going to be, I'm not going to answer those questions. Questions from people who didn't watch the video, like people are asking about my rats. They didn't watch the video, obviously. Someone was even asking what my job is. Like, so people are asking what I do for a living. So yeah, questions like that, I'm not going to answer. If basically, if you were too lazy to watch the video and still wanted me to respond to you, I'm going to be too lazy to respond to you. That's fair, right? So yeah, as I'm going to be answering what's for people who've actually watched the video, and yeah, I guess that's it. So let's get started. Oh, one more thing. The video did get 20,000 views already, like over 20,000 views. So thank you guys so much for watching the video so much. I'm glad you guys liked it. Seems like it's been really popular. So yeah, thank you for the support. So let's start with these comments. I'm going to go from the oldest to the newest. At least I'm going to try to. Reese's 7777 says Firsty. I think they meant first. Yes, you were first. Oliver the cat, first I was. Second. Simply Unique 27, love it. Thank you so much. I'm going to heart that one. I loved the Calming Skies. I love this and your animals. I wish I had them. Thank you. I'm going to heart that one. Sylvie Meadow Grove. I love you and all your pets so much. Heart. Thanks. Heart back. Stupid Potatoes Got You Productions. Hey, hi. And then Stupid Potato Got You Productions early. Yes, you were early. Bung, 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 bung. I love you so much. Love you too. Heart. Let's see. What else we have? I need some water already. Oh, man. And there's a lot of questions on this, on the comments, so we are going to get to those. Just want to make sure that I answer everyone. Pam Miller, what is the number one pet that you recommend for very responsible 10 to 13-year-olds? I did a video called Best Pets for Kids. That's what I meant. I did a video called Best Pets for Kids, so I definitely recommend watching that. It has several animals that make really good pets for kids. Iconic Editor says, OMG, you have so many pets that must be hard to keep up with at times, especially if you're away. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of work keeping up with all of these pets, and when I'm away, I have to have somebody very knowledgeable taking care of them. But yeah, it's a lot of work, definitely. And Charlie Ibarra, I love your beautiful animals, and I think you're an awesome person. Love animals so much. I like animals since I was a little kid, and I will always love them. That's awesome, and thank you so much. So, heart. Ringo Taylor Cross, yes. So I guess they were really excited to see the video go up. LB Darkside, I will attack you. My name is Shelby. Me and my 5-year-old son Damien love watching your videos a lot. We are sending love out to you guys and your animals as well. Thank you. I'm going to heart that one. So she said, I will attack you. It was kind of like a sarcastic comment towards, funny sarcastic comment towards what I was saying in the video, which is like, for people to talk to me, because people go on here and they write really ugly things, and it's like, why can't you just have a normal conversation? Like, if you saw me in person, there is no way you would have the backbone to say that to my face, but with a keyboard, it's easy for them. So I'm like, instead of attacking me, just say something so that we can have a conversation. J&T Tech, oh my God, love it. That's awesome. I'm glad you like it. Lucy Girl 246810, I love your channel. And then she put so many animal emojis. So I'm going to heart that. That's cute. Rusty Boy. I think Nika Virtue. I think that's in another language. I don't know what they said, but I hope it was nice. It was probably nice. Okay. Snow Heart. You have such beautiful animals. Thank you, Heart. Maya something. What's your favorite thing about peacocks? My favorite thing about peacocks is the colors. I think the colors are so beautiful, and they're smart. They're actually pretty smart birds. Do you support zoos? Yes, I do. I think that a lot of zoos have really good programs. They do outreach. They teach people to recycle and teach them about endangered species and all of that. The zoo I go to the most is the Henry Dorley Zoo, one of the best, has peacocks walking around. Is that a good thing? Yeah, that's a good thing. It's awesome when they have peacocks walking around. I've never heard of that zoo, but that's pretty cool. Actually, let's see where that's located. I don't know where this is, so I'm going to Google it really quick. Henry Dorley Zoo. Oh, Omaha, Nebraska. Cool. I've heard that they have really big zoos out in that state, so I wonder if that's one of those. Kelly Lynn, love your videos, beautiful animals. What's your next animal you're thinking about getting? Honestly, I don't really want more animals at this moment. I'm not saying I wouldn't get anything else because I do want to get, for example, more Orpington hens because we go through a lot of eggs and I like being able to feed the dogs eggs. So I want to get more laying hens for more production. Um, like the peacocks, the birds that I have, basically, I would want to probably rehome some to get new ones for since they breed. I don't want them to just keep breeding, like inbreeding. I want to, bring in new birds so that they stay healthy and stuff. So stuff like that is things I think about. But honestly, getting another pet right now, like something that I don't have or something totally new, is not something I really want to do right now. Oh, Pam Miller said, "Do you like SeaWorld?" This is from the live chat. Since we're talking about zoos, I don't like SeaWorld because I am totally against keeping dolphins and whales in captivity. But I did. I think there was a video that I shared recently from SeaWorld. I'm not sure if it was SeaWorld, but I think it was. And they were they had these stingrays and that were giving birth. So I think that stuff like that is really cool. And there's good things that they could be doing. I know they're getting away from having whales, so that's awesome. But I think there's still more improvements that need to be made. Let's see, where was I? Oh, back to the comments. Oh, another comment from my something. If you could get a pet, which you most likely can't, what would it be? I guess I haven't really thought of that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've always been able to get things that I really want. So I don't think I really have an answer for that. I'm sorry. Jorge Canales. Do Evan and Cairo get along now? I'm going to heart this one. So, Jorge is like one of my really, really big fans. He follows like everything. So, for some of you guys who have been following me for a while, you know that Evan and Cairo like straight out hate each other. All my parrots actually hate each other, except like the parakeets. They live together. They're like in love. But my parrots that I handle a lot, they've all like dislike each other until recently. So recently, Evan and Cairo like love each other. It's so weird. It happened like literally overnight. They were just like didn't like each other, and then I guess like they've been together for I think like 3 years now. Actually, yeah, they've been together for like 3 years, and so those are their cages. And Evans is that one, and then Kairos is this one, and they're not in there right now. They're actually out. The doors just swung closed, but they have been together for 3 years, have always hated each other, and then all of a sudden overnight they love each other. And so now they actually have another cage besides these two. They have one that's bigger, and that's where they kind of live now. So they still have their individual cages, but they like are so happy together that I let them stay in another parrot cage where they like sleep together and they like cuddle and they're just like always together. It's super cute. And I think it's really good. Like I'm actually super, super happy that happened because they groom each other and they're just really happy. So I'm happy for them. And it was so weird. Like I did not expect that. Olivia the Rabbit. I absolutely love this video. I still don't know how you take such great care of your animals all the time because this is so time consuming. Keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing. I love your channel so much. I can't wait for the next video coming up. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. That's a really, really sweet comment. So thank you so much. It is a lot of work, but I love doing it. So basically that's how I manage. Mia Faulkner. Are you vegan? If not, why? Can you make a video? So I have made a video about not being vegan. It's kind of old now, but basically I still hold the same beliefs. I just might express myself better on the internet now. As a YouTuber, I think you definitely grow over time. But I basically still believe in everything that I said in the video. So if you guys want to go watch it, I am not vegan or vegetarian, and that is because I do not believe in a cruelty-free existence. I think that survival is hard, it's difficult, and yeah, we are animals too, and we have needs. I think one of the things I didn't mention in the video, I might not have mentioned, is that I do believe that you do need meat in your diet to also be healthy. I think that's just a fact. There's a lot of doctors that argue that it is important that there's certain amino acids and things like that that you can't get from a plant-based diet that's necessary. And then I'm sure there's doctors who argue that veganism is more healthy. I think it's, just depends on, I guess, what you want to go with. There's probably research on both sides. And I think that you can have a really healthy diet being vegan. Like, for example, I know there's people like Hugh Jackman that are bodybuilders and they have a vegan diet that's, plant based diet. And they look amazing, obviously. He looks amazing for his age. But I think people also forget that these celebrities that do have vegan diets that you look up to that have a good body, they look healthy. They have someone preparing all their meals, and they have somebody, you know, deciding what their meal plan is going to be. And without having the knowledge and without having a person that's what are they called, a nutritionist planning out your diet, I think it's really hard to have a vegan diet that's going to be very healthy. And having a vegan diet does not mean you're healthy. I think that's something really, really important to understand is that you can't just be like, there's like a little gnat or something, that you can't just be like, oh, I'm vegan and now I'm healthy. That's not a thing. Like, there is tons and tons of food that is vegan friendly that is completely horrible for you. What else? Yeah, I don't believe in a cruelty free existence. And two, like, I believe that nobody is truly vegan. Like, there's just no such thing. If you live in a society, like a first world country like the United States, you are partaking in things that are not vegan. That's just a fact. If you go to the hospital, medicine, stuff like that, if you go and get your dog spayed or neutered, yeah, you are contributing to products that are not vegan. So I understand people want to um, feel like they completely stay away from any type of animal product, whether it's meat or even like furs, leathers, things like that. And I think that's fine, and I think that's a really great way to live if that's what you want and that's what makes you happy. But I think there's a lot of people that push that as like, I'm vegan, so I'm better than everybody else, and that's not true. And that's just, like, and going back to talking about like if you're even partaking in like going to get your dog spayed or neutered, the products that we use in veterinary clinics for things like that are definitely not vegan. There's a lot of animal products, animal based products that are used that were not, taken from live and willing animals. But yeah, there's one of the things like there's actually this video that came out recently that was about veganism, and I think it was a really good video because it was like, why do more people not want to become vegan? And it's because it is not really like about what you eat. It's a lifestyle thing. It's like, for example, if somebody's like, oh, I'm doing the keto diet or the paleo diet, and it's not like somebody's like, oh, I'm eating vegan now. It's like, no, I'm vegan. It's an identity. It's a way to live. It's a way to kind of almost religious. It's very fanatic. So that's one of the reasons, like, you don't see more people, well, there's a lot of people becoming vegan, obviously, but that's why you see a lot of people so turned off from it is because as I guess, like kind of a society, it's just like they can be so pushy. And as a group, it's like um, they I see a lot of vegan people on Twitter and like the vegan accounts, and they just act so much better than everybody else. And it's like, you're not going to tell me that somebody who spends so much time and effort in wildlife rehabilitation and stuff like that is not as good as you, who's just not eating meat. Yeah, so yeah, there's just like so much to it. So yeah, I probably shouldn't like rant too much about just one comment, but basically, I don't believe in that lifestyle, but I fully support people who do want to be vegan. I have no problem, and that's the thing is like, don't tell somebody else what to eat. Like, that's just so. I'm not gonna do it to somebody who's vegan. I would appreciate it if vegans didn't do it to me, but I do get a lot of hate from vegans. There's a lot of vegan channels out there that have made videos about me. So, anyways, yeah. Anybody have any comments about? Oh, Jack Strope. Attention, vegans. My food eats your food. That's true. That's funny. Okay. What else? You have incredible cheekbones. Thank you. That's nice. Okay, I hope I didn't miss anybody's comment if you had anything to say about being vegan or not being vegan. Okay, so yeah, let's go on to the next comment. Multi-fandom 416. I was wondering why you have to keep the male and female llamas and alpacas separate. Okay, so let me answer that one. He has two questions. So, with alpacas and llamas, they are called induced ovulators. This means that they don't have a heat cycle and they don't have a breeding season. So basically, anytime a female is around a male, she can get pregnant. Now, the reason that we keep them separated is because we don't breed all of them. There are certain ones that we don't want to breed, either because of age or because they're uh, when when we're breeding the alpacas, we want to have like the best ones. So basically, there's just some that we don't want to breed. So we have to keep them separated. Now, even for the ones that we do want to breed, there's times where we have them with the males, and but it's not all the time. Like I do it a little bit different than most alpaca farmers. I'll actually keep them with the males for a short period of time. But the reason we don't want to keep them there for like months with the male, even if after they're bred, is because the males don't stop breeding them. So that can cause UTIs. It can cause uh, what do you call it? They can lose their baby, miscarriages. Yeah, so there's a lot of problems with it. You just can't really keep them together. I know, like down in South America where they have huge farms, it's a little bit different because you're working with hundreds, if not thousands, of animals. Whereas, like when we have small farms, mine's actually kind of a little bit bigger because we have about 13 animals. But when you have small farms like 5 or 6 alpacas, um, then you're going to be having the male harassing the females more often. So that's why. Also, I was wondering why you don't have any spiders. I don't have any spiders just because they don't interest me, actually. I've looked at tarantulas and I'm like, wow, they're really pretty. Like, should I get one as a pet? And I'm just like, no, I don't feel like it. And it's not because I don't like them. I think they're really cool. I'm just not interested. I don't know how else to explain it. But yeah, so let's see. Next one. Sibohan Cox. It would be amazing if you could do more guinea pig videos. Yes, I will definitely try to. I know I owe you guys a guinea pig cage cleaning video, so I'll try to get that done. Let's see, what next? Screw you, spiders. It's not that I don't like them. They're cool. I just am not interested. Marley C. Oh, wait. No, that one. Yeah. That one's a ferret question. I didn't have ferrets in 2018, so. Crested Gecko. Your hair is so pretty. Love seeing all the pets. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, see, it looks dark right now, like when I have it pulled up, because the pink is all like on the ends. And then when I have it down, it looks really pink. So, yes, thank you. Oh, Josie Lee, your hair looks amazing. Heart, thank you. Nona Bidness, do a feeding all your animals. Yes, actually, that is the next video I'm working on. I'm really hoping that I can get it out by next Friday because that is my schedule. I upload on Fridays and do live streams on Mondays. But these are hard videos. It did take me a couple of weeks to finish the All My Pets video. It's a lot of editing and I can't film it all in one day. I have to film it in sections because I still have to take care of all the animals. So I have to spend one day, okay, doing a little bit of filming and then taking care of the animals, of course, doing a little bit of editing, taking care of the animals. So yes, I am doing an updated video. I'm working on it. I already have parts filmed. So you have that to look forward to. Valdo Rodriguez, can you show us where Snow and Belle the rabbits live and if they still live with Hank the tortoise? Yeah, I'm gonna be I'll try to show you guys some more footage of that. They live outside, of course. They don't live with Hank anymore. I kind of moved Hank over to somewhere else. Um, he's getting a lot bigger, so now I have him somewhere where I think he'll be able to spend a couple of, but actually hopefully several years in this other pen that I have him in. Yeah, just because he grows so much every year. uh Beth Zarza, I wonder where you're. Oh, ferrets again. Okay. Feather quill. Oh, this was a weird comment. A great way to get fruit in your canary and finch's diet is to buy purely dried fruits with no sugar. Yeah, this was a comment about having my canaries and finches eat fruit, and I don't know why they commented that, because literally in the video where you see the canaries, like there's a canary stuffing his face with fruit and vegetables. And I even said that like that's all they want to eat. If I like miss a day where I'm like, oh, I don't have vegetables today, I'll go to the store tomorrow, and I just give them seeds, they give me the dirtiest look, and they just like stare at me like I don't want to eat this. So I don't know why they said that. That was a weird comment. Bid Squid 707. Hey, Happy Tales, just out of curiosity, and also I need to decide how much respect I should give the channel. Do you eat meat? Don't bite that. I just think it's odd to take care of animals, but eat animals too. Well, my answer to that last comment, take care of animals, but eat animals too. I am an animal. I'm an animal that's taking care of other animals. That's just a fact. How much respect you should give the channel? If people don't respect me because I eat meat, I don't care. Like, you don't need to be on the channel then. I'm definitely not going to change my diet just to get respect from somebody, because that's like, I think that's respect I wouldn't want. I think you should respect people for what they do in their life, the effort that they put in, what they care about. Yeah, I'm in Texas. We like down here in Texas, there's a lot of farmers that raise their own meat. Yeah, like it's not just factory farming, and I think that would have been a better question. Like, hey, are you vegan? If not, do you support factory farming, or do you support something that's better for the animals? And I just want to point out to this person that you basically don't have respect for anybody in the animal community, because, Steve Irwin, Jack Hanna, all these people who have dedicated their lives to animals, to wildlife rehabilitation, to just all kinds of animals. They eat meat. They are not vegetarians, and I think that yeah, that's kind of like if you don't have respect for somebody like Steve Irwin because of his diet, like that says more about you than him. Next question, Ash Lorelita. Let me see. I'm checking these comments really quick. Okay, Ash Lorelita, your hair, and then it's heart faces. Thank you. Again, Ashley Lorelita, I really want a bird, but which bird would be the best for a teenager who's never had a bird? I stop pulling on that. I think that you should first think about what type of bird you want. Most birds are also very long-lived, so make sure you can commit a lot of your time to it, a lot of years to it. There's some birds like that live 10 years, whereas if you want to get into parrots, they live 30 years, 70 years, some longer. So yeah, think about what kind of bird you want. I think chickens are honestly like the best pet bird. Now, that's not saying they're my favorite. Definitely the cockatoo is my favorite, but chickens are amazing. Jeremy's Wild Studio. Neo-veganism is toxic. What is neo-veganism? I'm sorry, I don't know if I've heard. Vegans are fine, neo-vegans are not. I haven't heard neo-veganism, so if you would like to explain that to me, I would definitely like to learn about that. And I hope I'm not missing anybody's comments. It's kind of hard to like read two different pages. Okay, I think we're good. Let's see. Bid Squid 707. I kind of like full-size pigs because they're freaking ginormous. Oh my god, yes, they're so huge. I actually went to this someone else's home recently, and they raised pigs, and they had this one boar that was just so massive. Like, this thing had to be over 600 pounds. Huge. He was so cool. And I was just like, man, and Petunia, they say Petunia is big. Yeah, no. Honestly, anybody that says Petunia is huge has never seen a pig. That's just a fact. Let's see what's next. Mozzie Roman, Rip Little Friends. When are you going to get new ones? So yeah, there are several animals that passed away that I talked about at the end of the video. Let's see. Let's start with the first one. So my corgi. I would get another corgi, and I actually would like to have a fifth corgi, but that's not something that's in the foreseeable future, basically. So that's not going to happen anytime soon. My cockatiel, I love my cockatiel, but I don't want any more parrots right now, so that's not going to happen either. Let's see. Hedgehogs, mice, rats, other like gerbils, other small animals like that. I really don't want to get any more of those either. I still have one hedgehog, so I don't feel like I need a hedgehog right now. My rats, I do not want pet rats again. I love rats. I miss them. I get like all sad and happy at the same time when I see pictures of people's pet rats. But I really, really liked rats, and they were so unhealthy and had so many health problems that that's just not something that I can deal with. So I don't want pet rats for sure. Or really any small rodents right now. Like, yeah. So basically not going to. Baby Marie ASMR, you can't know my last name. How can you remember their names? I always say this. It's like remembering your friends and family. It's not hard. Abraham Lowe. I love your animals. Thank you. Albert E. Did you? Oh, then another ferret comment. Okay. Living life the guinea pig way. How do you remember all the names? Do you have a list or something? No, I don't have a list. I just remember them. Welcome to Limer. I get my food from Exotic Nutrition. By the way, I love you and your animals so much. Thank you, Heart. Yeah, so definitely, if you guys shop at Exotic Nutrition, be sure to use my code because it is 10% off every item in the store. I even use it. Anna Larson. I love animals, love the pups the best. I live among the wild, so we limit pets. So mostly into the native life. Right now, the salamanders and toads are in great numbers. We have lots of robins and bluebirds in largest numbers. They get very close to us since we're outside a lot. When company comes, they hide. I am currently working on the dogs, leaving them alone. We had a mini lop. She used to hang out with me when I was on my computer. One day she jumped up to try and work with the keys. You have great hair. How did you decide on this color? I'm always fascinated on how folks decide this. Okay, it's a long comment, so let me stop there. That's really cool. I love bird watching. We have a lot of birds here, but it is the desert, so when you travel like 2 hours north, you get to see a lot more birds. So that's really fun. Let me see. What are you guys talking about here? Jeremy's Wild Studio. Jeremy's Wild Studio, you haven't explained what neo-veganism is. Let's see. And as far as hair color goes, basically I just decided that like pink's my color, and I had my hair dark for a while, and then I just realized that I really started to identify with pink hair. Like I felt like it was part of my identity. Like how some people like to keep their hair blonde or dark or whatever. Yeah, so I feel, I guess, happier with my hair pink, and I just really like the color. The reason I've decided on this is because my hair is dark, as you can see, so it does hurt to bleach it out. So now I just like have it, in this, what do they call it? Like balayage style, kind of, which is a lot easier to maintain. Definitely the pink, like that I had before, that was like the whole thing. It was my favorite, but that hurts. So okay, so let's keep reading. Which are the best bones for keeping a dog's fangs clean in your experience? I think it depends on the size of your dog. Definitely, you want smaller bones for smaller dogs and bigger bones for bigger dogs. But just I think anything's gonna work really good. I like, of course, beef and pork bones. They can chew at those longer, so that's really good. Thanks for the update. I have loved your videos over the long haul. Yes, I do remember this person's been around for a long time. The alpacas are beautiful. A lot of folks here keep the goats to accompany their horses. I find it funny. Our doc uses titer tests for the same vaccines. Oh, okay, yeah. Recently, I've been talking about over vaccination with dogs. So they were saying here that they do use titer tests. So basically, titer test is to see if your dog needs a vaccine or if it is still protected, so that you don't over vaccinate. Where did those pit bulls come from? Um, the bad thing is that around here, in El Paso, there is a lot of dog fighting, and I believe that those were probably being used for dog fighting, the pit bulls that came onto our farm. The other thing too is with the culture around here, a lot of people don't keep their dogs in their yard. It's just a very normal thing for dogs to be running around on the streets, and they're not strays, and they're not like abandoned or anything like that. They're actually pets. They just go out, run around in the streets, and then they go back home and they get food and everything. And it's kind of a cultural thing, really. So sorry about that, and glad it was not worse. Did they catch them? No, they did not. The other thing too is that our animal control is incredibly unreliable. You can call them and they won't show up for like a week. So it's like, yeah, the dog's gone by now, obviously. We miss all our previous pups. It's hard to put down a pet we've never had to before, and then we had 3 in 1 year. Very tough. You're right to be private about certain things. Good for balance, prayers, and blessings. Thank you so much. I'm going to heart that and write. Thank you for all the support. Yes. So it is really, really hard to have to put a pet down. It's much easier when your pets die from old age, because it's like there's nothing you can do, and it's just kind of like, inventable. But when you have to make that choice for them, it's awful. Elsa Pippin. What a blessed life. Your animals are beautiful. I know it's a lot of work, but looks like heaven. I'm beyond sorry for your heartbreak this year. That takes a lot. Hugs. Yeah, this past year was hard. It was really hard. But it is an amazing way to live, and it is a lot of work. But yes, for the right person, it is awesome. Um, Rand Paul says El Paso is why we need a wall. Mexicans are horrible to animals. So I would say no to that, basically. My husband's Mexican, and he is amazing with my animals. He's so, so supportive. So I disagree with that, but I will say that there are certainly different standards for the Mexican culture. And, you know, animal welfare in Mexico is certainly lacking. It is horrible and it's awful to see. But I think you have to understand what's also going on at the same time. Like, you cannot compare another country to the United States because people in Mexico have a very it's their living conditions are much worse than us. So I think you need to look at the level that humans are living at. So here in the United States, we have so much. We're just living in the best time, and in my personal opinion, the best country. Whereas in Mexico, it is hard. It is very, very hard for people. And there's places that don't have running water, and there's people who don't have access to food and drinking water and things like that. And it's kind of like, when you compare that, you can't expect the care for animals to be at the level that it is for the United States. So yeah, I do think that it is lacking, animal welfare. But that's not to say that every person is like that. My husband's Mexican, and he is like uh, Rowan, his dog. I'm always telling him that he loves the dog more than me. Let's see what else. Yeah, anyone can mistreat an animal. That is so true. Not just people of Hispanic descent. That's what Austin Burton said. Rand Paul, you can't deport somebody who's born in the United States. That's like this. I'm going to have to block this person if he's this stupid. Yes, I do need a moderator. I am trying. I think I'm going to have to block Rand Paul just because he's stupid. I mean, yeah, you can't deport somebody that's born in the United States. I guess I should say that. My husband's Mexican American. He is American. Otherwise, we're all gonna. I will block him if he keeps at it. Block the troll. He's not even mean. He's just stupid. Some people are just uneducated. We have to feel bad for him. Welcome to line. Oh, okay. I read that one. So cute. Going back to the comments. Jimmy Meanie early. I feel like we've already read a lot of comments, and he's like early. And it's actually only been out for like 3 days. Someone else wrote a comment in another language. I don't know what that says. Rand Paul says, I'm just kidding. I'm Mexican too. But on really, you can't say Mexicans are always great with animals. I grew up watching animals get hurt. Well, I don't think you should say such awful things about your own people. But interesting. I kind of have a hard time believing you now. A little bit of a hard time. Okay, just try to control yourself, Rand Paul, so that I don't have to block you. Jimmy Meanie, who saw the cat? I don't know what cat they're talking about. Let's see. Open a new tab.
Are the two llamas that guard the
Oh, it's not a cat. That's Rowan. that's my Corgi dog. Okay, so not a, I'm going to reply to that. Let's see. It says, oh, somebody's like, do you mean the dog? Yeah, I'm going to be like, laugh out loud. That's Rowan. A dog. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to block you now, Rand Paul, because now you're asking if somebody wants you to leave because they're a Trump lover and you're Mexican. Oh my gosh. See, this person, hide user from chat. Okay. This person doesn't even have something that they believe in. They just want attention. That's super annoying. That's worse than somebody who just has the wrong ideas. Okay. Let me know if there's any more trolls. Continuing with comments now. Jay's Life and Vegas. Wow, I definitely got to come visit all the babies. They're so beautiful. I have 2 rabbits. I'm working from home plus building my channel. Okay, that's cool. Building your channel. But yeah, I don't really do visits, so there's that. Next comment. Oh my god, I love your animals. Thank you, heart. The love of animals. All your animals are so cute, healthy, and happy. Love them and your channel. Thank you, heart. Edit. I love your corgis. Thank you. Yes, I did block him. Jill Parkins, guinea fowl. Do I see some guinea fowl? I love those. I have to reply, yes! Exclamation. So yes, I do have guinea fowl. They are pretty cool. King of Rock and Pop Soul Fan. I tried my dog on raw food diet, but it just didn't agree with her, so I supplement her biscuits. I'm going to reply, yes, it's normal for them to get sick, but that isn't a reason to stop. Please do more research. So that's one of the things with raw food diets is that people are like, okay, you know what, I'm going to try this with my dog. I'm going to feed them raw. And then the dog gets really sick from its stomach and they stop. And it's like, that happens when you detox. Even, with humans, if you stop eating garbage and actually eat something healthy, which is what I need to do, you're gonna be sick from your stomach. And so you have to go, transition them slowly. That can help, and then just wait it out. But don't stop feeding your dog that because it made them sick. Like, it's making them sick because they're getting all the garbage out of their stomach. Concepcion. Oh, that's actually my family. I hadn't seen that she wrote a comment, but that's so awesome. I don't know how I missed that. I thought I went through all these comments. Okay, I hearted that. I'm going to put little hearts because that's a family member comment. Although I'm on my keyboard and I don't know how to make little hearts, so I'm going to put a 90s heart because I'm old. Okay. Jeremy's Wild Studio. I need to stop eating garbage too. My animals eat better than I do. My animals eat better than I do because they don't have a credit card. So yeah, I don't even need a car anymore. You can Uber Eats with everything, DoorDash, whatever. I need it to stop. Monster. Could you please do another video on everything you need to know when owning a ferret and tell us about your ferrets? Thanks. I am not doing any more ferrets, obviously, because I don't have ferrets anymore. So I don't think that's going to happen. I'm sorry. But let's see. I think Exotic does ferret videos, and her ferrets are very spoiled. So based on just that, I think I would recommend. Oh my God. Paul Jones. You need to, I am sorry that your parents didn't give you enough attention, but you need to get help. Hide user. Okay. Deport Paul Jones. I did. I deported him from our chat. Savannah's Little Pet Channel vlogs. So are you planning on getting any more dogs? Like I said, I would get another Corgi, but not in the foreseeable future. So I guess the real answer to that is no. Just waiting for that troll to come back. Okay, continuing with comments. Freya Olivia, I was wondering if you could do more sugar glider videos. Yes, and I do have a lot of videos, so definitely check out my playlist for sugar gliders. But I will continue to do them. I will. I'm actually trying to do like one sugar glider video a month at least, but I think it has been like 2 months since I've made one. Austin Burton says, "You're an amazing person for dealing with stupid people like that. My anxiety wouldn't be able to handle that." Oh, thank you. I think that's towards me. Thank you. I do have really bad anxiety, but I think I've been through so much worse in my personal life that online trolls and bullies just like LOL Cow, for example. LOL Cow has really died off, but they were really bad for a long time. And I just don't care. Like, it's just nobody's. And there's just things that are so much more important. And like I said, I think I've just been through so much in my personal life that I'm like, whatever. More comments. My mini farm, amazing. Thank you. Ella Small, you're amazing, and I think your animals are very happy. Thank you. I hope they are. I try very hard to make them happy. Aaron DeMarchi, I just want to say you're amazing. You care so much for all these animals. It makes me so happy to watch your videos. Thank you. I love making people happy by making videos. So that is awesome. My mini farm, heart eyes. Melissa Marriott. Wow, you take such good care of your animals. I love watching your videos. I do an animal course, and watching your videos gives me more knowledge of all types of different animals. I love your I love you. You're amazing. Is there a video about the dog attack on your farm? Sorry for your loss. I loved every single one. That is awesome. Thank you so much. I think it's really cool that you can learn things on my channel, even though you're like kind of into the same things. I did not do a dog attack video, which we're probably going to talk more about because there's more comments in regards to that. But I'm going to reply, no, but I did do videos about farm guardians to teach people more about the subject. Gracie Hedge, I love you and your animals so much. I wanted a mini pig for so long. How did you come up with such amazing names? Thank you. I don't know. I just like try really hard to make sure I'm giving them cool names, like things that are, I guess, like easy to say and catchy and fit them. Are we getting more trolls? There's a lot of. Yes, it's definitely. It starts you definitely. Thank you. I say awkward things sometimes. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with the trolls. Jeremy's Wild Studios asking, do you see any benefit in using UVB for ball pythons? I think it's really good to give them a day and night cycle. Although I don't think I've ever seen them bask. Like, for example, leopard geckos do bask. So I don't know. I think that's so questionable. With mine, I actually just use plant lights for their plants. Let's see, where was I? Grace Hedge. Let's see, we've been at this for an hour, and I don't think we're even like halfway through these comments. I love you and your animals so much. Oh, wait, now I read that. Okay. Sevi Sekov. It would be great if you included your guardian animals in these videos too. If you have other animals on the farm, I'd really like to see them. So I don't include the guardian animals because I feel like the All My Pets videos should be about the animals that I'm personally like financially responsible for and responsible for caring for, basically. So that's why I don't put them in there. Now I am kind of financially responsible for the farm guardians, but it's kind of a responsibility that I share with the rest of my family, and we all. It's kind of like all of ours, basically. It's not just mine, and that's why I don't include them in that. But and so the other animals, like the horses, I guess is what she's talking about. I don't include those either because those do belong to other people and stuff. So I guess I just have to Joe Scalding. Okay, let me see. Where's okay. Um, I hit him. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah. So that's why I don't include those. I do though include the farm guardians in other videos. So I've done videos like about farm guardians where you get to see them, or I think you just see them in like other clips and stuff that when I'm like filming on the farm. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. But that's why I don't really want to include them in the All My Pets video. Erica Goldswicki, just wondering why you keep your goats' horns on. I don't know much about goats. I thought it keeps them safer, I guess, to have them off. So the reason is because that is how they are naturally born. So basically, there is a blood vessel that runs through the horns. The horns also help cool them down, so the blood going up to the horn can actually flow back down cooler and keep their body temperature better. It's just natural for them, and I'm not gonna cosmetically alter an animal in that way. Basically, the only thing that I would support doing to an animal is, for example, spay and neuter, things like that. Um, that is altering them, but there can be benefits for that. Although I don't support it all the time, so that's important to note is that I don't support spay and neuter all the time. But yes, I would definitely not alter an animal in such an extreme way as to cut off a body part for basically no reason. Now, there are some people who argue that it's safer because that keeps them from being able to get their horns stuck in fences or hit each other. They hit each other. It's totally natural, and they play around. That's just how they like interact with each other. And I think you need good fencing. If you're going to have a certain type of animal, you need to be able to provide for that animal and its needs, and not just be like, well, I'm going to cut this off of it so that I can go cheaper on my fencing. Austin Burton, do you ever get any criticism for letting all those birds run around your yard free? I've heard people say they can be bad for the environment, like feral cats can be. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that the birds are really at all bad for the environment. I actually think they're really good for the environment. And like I said, I don't know if I said this here, but I've talked about it on Instagram. The wildlife rehabilitators will bring animals to the farm to release them because they have access to water and things like that. So I don't think that the peacocks and the guineas and the chickens are contributing in any way negative. Otherwise, the rehabilitators wouldn't want to release wildlife with the animals being there. Do I get like negative criticism for them? No, not usually. I think just really on LOL Cow. On LOL Cow, they're very critical, and they've accused me of hoarding geese. I have one goose, so most of the stuff they say on LOL Cow doesn't make any sense though. Like it's just like I feel like these people have never actually seen any of my videos for some of the stuff that they say. Okay, now who's Lotus? We have another troll. Why are there so many trolls today? These, okay. Mistress Lotus, hide user. Okay. They're gone. Why do we have so many trolls today? Really? These live streams have been so good. I don't know why we're getting so many trolls. Serenity, silly vids. Wow, I thought you were like 20 or a lot younger. I hope I can have mini horses, mini cows, chickens, horses, sheep, goats, bunnies, cats, and dogs when I'm older because I absolutely love animals, but my problem would be able to afford them. I want my job to include animals. Other animal. I hate my job, but I don't know what I would do. Okay. That was a lot. Well, that's cool. I'm gonna heart that. Thank you. Yeah, I have to say that a lot. A lot of people think that I am like a teenager, so I have to say that. I'm like waiting for the day when I can order a drink and not be carded. That's probably never, like, not anytime soon. Yeah, so yeah, it's being able to afford it. That's the hard part. And as far as a job with animals goes, I think just do a lot of research. Yes, it is probably a troll using different accounts. That is super annoying. People do that to me on Instagram, and it's like, I know it's the same account. Next, Sad McMullen. Your animals are so lucky to have such an awesome owner. Thank you, Heart. Rins, anime, and creatures. I feel bad about the dog attack. The people there that let their dogs run loose are the worst. You at least keep an eye on your fur babies. Yes. Yeah, once there was only one time where I thought that I lost Clark, like that he got lost away from the farm, and I went looking for him. And I looked for him for like over an hour, and he was next to my house, like actually on our property right next to the house, stuck in something. Like that was funny. But yeah, no, I would freak out if my dogs left. And it is super frustrating and annoying that people let their dogs just run around everywhere. Very. Somebody's like, do you have any cockatoos? Collie Mom. What happened to the 2 Pyrenees puppies you got? I reply, nothing. Yeah. You can see the pictures of the Pyrenees puppies on Instagram. They are huge. They are just ridiculously big. Caleb Brown. My dog was a parvo survivor, but he died June 15, 2017, 2 days before my birthday. Oh, that's so sad. I'm sorry. Parvo is awful, and I want to do more videos about parvo. Ow, Barry. I want to do more videos about parvo. A lot of people don't understand how it works. They don't understand how bad it can be, how contagious it can be, and yeah, there's just definitely need to talk more about that. Really, like, do you need this much attention? We have another person. Yeah, there was actually like, where did I see that? Somebody was talking about how my husband is illegal. There's somewhere on the internet where people were saying that my husband was illegal from Europe. It was really weird, but he was born in the same state and city that I'm born in, or was born in. I don't know what I'm saying. I've been talking for too long. Barry's noises scare me. Scared me. Oh, yeah. What? I can't give you attention right now. Zachary Gana, I love your hair color. What brand do you use? Overtone. I use Overtone. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It's like the best thing ever. This person has a lot of accounts. How well do you sleep at night with all the noises in the house? Like a baby. No, actually, I do have insomnia problems, but it has nothing to do with my animals. It has to do with my anxiety. But it's actually been pretty good. Oh my God. Like, how do you have enough time? How do you have enough time for this? Like, I wish I had that much time on my hands. I mean, I obviously wouldn't be doing this, but. Okay. Going back to the comments. Another person said, what happened to the Pyrenees? Nothing. And that's one of the things, too, that I've said since I got the Pyrenees, is I always said, like, since I introduced them, these dogs will not be in the All My Pets video. Benjamin Joy. I hate when people consider their animals a collection. Like, I have several aquariums, but I don't consider my fish a collection. They're living things. I'm glad that you keep your animals for joy, to get them a better life, as opposed to just for the sake of having them. Yes, it's super, super annoying when people call my pets a collection. They're not a collection, and I just think that's super annoying. I even hate it when other people call their pets a collection, like, "Oh, got a new snake for my collection," or something like that, and I'm just like, "It's not a collection." I mean, whatever, if that's what they want to do, if they want to call their pets a collection, but I wanted to point out that mine are not. Breezy Palmer, suffering from depression and anxiety here. Yeah, I have really bad depression and anxiety, and I accepted. Thank you for pooping on my live stream, Cairo. I accepted like my anxiety for a long time. I knew I had it, but it took me a long time to accept the fact that I had depression. And I did a video about that, by the way. It's my service talk video. I talk all about my mental problems. Shane, I'm not even going to try that. What do you think is your hardest pet to take care of? Hardest pet to take care of. I don't really think any of them are that hard. I think recently, like, the snakes have been difficult because they were like, I don't want to eat. I got them to eat, but that can be difficult. I don't know. Like, I just don't really think that they're that difficult to take care of. Like, there are some that are emotionally demanding, and I guess you could say that that's difficult. Like Barry here, who's like keeps pushing on me because I'm ignoring him, and Petunia, she's emotionally demanding. Jeremy's Wild Studio, they're not Pokemon. Exactly, they're not a collection, and it's not like you can just. I think a collection is something you don't have to think about every day. Like when you have extra time, you can. It's like a hobby. You can spend time like with it, but then yeah, it's like pets. You can't do that. Ash and Austin Burton. I don't know why I said that. Do you watch other pet channels at all? Honestly, no. Once in a while, I'll watch a video from another pet channel. Probably the most often is like Rebecca's channel, Leopard Gecko. Animal Wonders. I'll watch that channel. I'm trying to think if I really watch anybody, and I just it's not that it's like, oh, I don't like them or something like that. I mean, there's probably some that I don't, but um I just don't really watch that on YouTube. I spend the majority of my time on YouTube watching atheist videos, even though I'm not atheist. I'm actually not atheist, but I watch a lot of videos like that, like LGBTQ videos. Yeah, like stuff like that. Phil DeFranco, I watch every day. But yeah, I don't really watch a lot of animal videos. Breezy Palmer, you've been such an inspiration for me. Thank you. That's awesome. Okay. Benjamin Joy, I have an indoor rabbit named Sugar, 2 guinea pigs named Ski and Poppy, 2 husky mixes named Winter and Stormy, 5 aquariums with a total of 27 fish in them, and a koi pond with 8 goldfish and 2 koi. And I will soon be moving to a new house where I can get chickens and a Nigerian dwarf goat, as well as growing my own food. That's really cool. I think it's really, really cool to grow your own food. And all your pets sound awesome. Nevertheless, Nubians, where did you get your budgie cage? I don't remember anymore, actually. I think I just got it like at a regular pet store. It's a pretty big cage. I like it. I like it for them. You just have to be careful that they don't chew on the bars, but I keep a lot of toys in there for them because it's not like a like the bars that are like safe for them to chew on. It's more of the other kind that's just powder coated, and I check it to make sure that the powder coat stays on there. And they have a bunch of toys, so I like it for them. They've been really good about not like chewing. Well, because they have a lot of toys, they don't chew the bars. But yeah, let's see. Going on to where was I? Oh, Sabrina Caruso. I have a Pembroke Welsh Corgi. His name is Oswald. That's cute. He's 9 years old. I rescued him from a family that was going to surrender him to a shelter. All my other pets are rescues as well. Autumn, my Morky, Yorkie Maltese mix, my cats Post, Salem, and Batman, and my 3 guinea pigs, Harley, Ivy, and Rosie. Those are all really cute names. Actually, yeah, my first Corgi was a rescue, and he was so awesome. I just like really fell in love with Corgis, and ever since then, that's like all I want. That's like the only dog breed that I want. And my first one was a rescue. Let's see. I'm like, man, we really need to get through these comments. I think I need to go a little bit faster. Lisa Fam, I love you. You're the best ever. I love your videos. You keep and keep up with the awesome work and keep your love for animals. My favorite animals are all types of snakes. Snakes are beautiful animals. I love snakes too. Heart. Nevertheless, Nubians, can you do more goat videos? Yes, I definitely am going to try to do more goat videos. Hardly Albert. Hi, I would like to know more about sugar gliders because I'm looking into getting one, and I want to make sure I have the right environment for these unique creatures. Okay, more research. I have lots of sugar glider videos in my playlist. 2 or more is the rule. So yes, never, ever, ever one sugar glider. Always at least 2 or more. Then Gina C, please stop breeding. There's too many animals in this world. I did see that comment. I think that this is a kid. It's probably a kid. I'm probably going to be too hard on them. But it's a very ignorant statement. I remember seeing this and I was just like, this makes no sense. Please stop breeding. There are too many animals in this world. So recently they did a study that there are over 1,000 species that are in danger. So they're on the brink of extinction. So no, there's not too many animals in this world. Actually, animals are definitely suffering. Now, had you have said that there's too many dogs, that's an argument that we could definitely have. I feel like that's kind of saying that I breed all my animals, which I don't. I guess I let my birds outside breed by themselves, but they are free range and freedom flock, and that's kind of a whole little ecosystem in itself. I do want like my chickens and stuff to repopulate, otherwise I would run out of chickens. Recently there's actually a fox that I think has been eating my chickens. Then so I've only bred my dogs and I breed alpacas. Now with the dogs, I'm not a breeder. I even said that in the video. And I think that there's good night, Jeremy's Wild Studio. I think that there's definitely a lot to say about breeding dogs, and there's a whole argument with that I don't want to get into. Otherwise, we will be here for 3 hours with these comments. But yeah, I think having the idea that all breeders are bad is very ignorant. Just there's so much more to it. As far as the alpacas go, there are not a lot of alpacas. There are some breeders who are not taking good care of their alpacas, and some alpacas do end up in needing to be rescued. And I have adopted alpacas. That's how I actually got into them. But there is certainly not an excess of them. They are actually very difficult to find. Same thing with llamas. Llamas and alpacas are very difficult to find. So that's just not a thing. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, a lot of my animals are rescues. So I'm not somebody who's crazy breeding animals. And that's kind of what this comment comes across as. And like, I don't make money from breeding animals. It's not something that like is happening on a regular basis. So yeah, that's just a dumb comment, basically. Ethan Smith, more chinchilla and guinea pig videos, please. Yes, definitely. We need to do more of those. Bobert Bro, your animals are so cute. Thank you, Heart. Bella Harb, I am also against stalking, but my dog was born without a tail. Also, your pets are so cute and your hair is so pretty. Thank you, Heart. Chatal, I don't know how to say that. Well, how do you remember all the names of your animals? I have only 6 and I mix them. I love your videos. Thank you for sharing your experiences with us. I think it's totally normal to mix up their names. I mean, like, yeah, sometimes I will call all the wrong dogs before I get to the right name, but I think that's something totally normal. And even people do it with other people. Like, my grandma would call me all of my cousins and aunts' names before she got to mine. So I think that's normal. Maggie Kennedy, thank you. I was just complaining about the term collections. Animals aren't Pokemon. Yes, that definitely deserves a heart. They are not Pokemon. Puppy lover, I just want to tell you that you're an amazing person, and Alpaca that passed away, and your Great Pyrenees that passed away too. I'm sorry to all your animals that passed away. Your animals are so cute. I have one question. I have a sugar glider. Every time you put your hand in the cage, he will nibble. Do you know why he does this? But why do you think he does this? Okay, so my first question is, do you have only one sugar glider? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave that and see if he responds. Because if he only has one, then it's probably a super stressed out sugar glider, and that would be why it's nippy. Wolf girl, that was pretty cool. They did like this little thing that says like with a bunch of circles. Rim, UC, I love animals so much. Pets and gardening, Yue. I love your rabbits, Snow and Belle. Addie's Toy Channel, I have a question. How did you get into animals? So I think that I've answered in other videos. I've had animals my entire life. Addie, let's see, where was I? Wait, corgis have tails. Yes, they do. Isn't that sad that somebody would comment that? Because like people don't know, because people like there are so many breeders that tell people that corgis are born without tails, and it's just so not true. It's like 95% of corgis are born with tails. So it's so sad that people don't know that. Mm. Sadie Holden, I love your animals and how you give them the best care you can. Thank you. Fantastic Fate, I love your videos. Stupid Potato Gotcha Productions. Dang, I was here when there was only 5 comments. Yeah, I remember reading that comment all the way down at the bottom. Savage Family, are you thinking of having kids? Yes. Yes, I definitely want kids. That's like really, really important to me. Labiba Ramen, I'm confused about the horses you own. You said you usually have 8 horses or more, but you're only going to show your horses. Who's the rest? And why does the number change? So I'm going to answer that one. So the reason that there's other horses on the farm is because like sometimes we have horses that are being boarded there, and then there's my family members' horses. So I just include the horses that are mine. And that's something I didn't used to say. I just used to show my horse, and I would get so many comments of people saying that I was abusing my horse because I kept her alone, which she's always been with a lot of other horses. So I had to start saying that. Austin Burton, why are some corgis born without tails? Just genetics? Yeah, it's just genetics. Probably from them being cut short so much, but it's really actually pretty difficult to breed for it. That's why they dock. Evangelic animals. Please, can you make a video on what to get for a crested gecko? That would be a good video. I should do that. Jennifer L. Croxton. Wow, you're amazing. Thanks for sharing all your awesome pets. Heart. Carrie Wynn. Hi, my name is Carrie, and I'm wondering what do you do with your animals when there's a storm? Just wondering because I'm thinking of making my 2 guinea pigs outdoor pets. So what do I do with my animals when there's a storm? Well, all of my small animals are indoor pets, so there's not really much to do for them. The alpacas and horses and goats, they all have shelters, but literally the goats are the only animals that will use their shelters. It's so annoying too. Like I have this huge shelter for my alpacas, and it's so annoying just watching them sit out in the field in the rain or snow. And they'll just be sitting there like, man, we just gotta like brave this weather. And it's like, go into your house. Yes, the frustrations of farm life. Please stop, Barry. Carrie Wynn, I love all your animals and I love how you rescue most of them. You're such a great person and keep doing what you're doing because you're amazing. You know what I love about you, Carrie? I love that you actually pay attention to the video. Yes, I love that you actually pay attention to the video and see how many are rescues. Yeah, like some people don't like. Some of my pets I've gotten from breeders. Some of them, I guess, I bred myself, and then some of them are rescues. But it's like really frustrating when people are just like they don't notice how many of my pets are rescues. Would you ever get a French or English bulldog? I love French bulldogs. They're so cute, but no, I would never get any type of dog like that. Can you show more videos of your guinea pigs? Yes, Rue Leach. I mean, it's hard to take care of my fish. You make it look so easy to do all this. It's not easy, but I think when you like it, it is easy in a way. Rita Mellon, how much does your corgi weigh? My Pembroke Welsh corgi is so skinny. She has been to the doctor and all the tests are good. Let's see. Let me answer her really quick. So my corgis are actually pretty small. I would consider them to be really small corgis. My largest one is probably like 23 pounds. They are small. And usually like when we go to dog parks and stuff, they are some of the smallest corgis there. Stop biting my fingers, Barry. PP Patricia. Hi, I was wondering if you can do another video on ferrets. Okay, so I already answered that. I'm not doing any more ferret videos. Allison Groden, love this video. I always love to see how all your animals are doing. Sad for the ones you lost. I knew about prior, and then the ones I only am just learning about. It's always hard losing a pet. Happy to see everyone else is doing so well, though. And thank you. Ashley comments a lot on my stuff and follows me on Instagram. Yeah, it is sad losing pets. Do you and your husband want kids? Love you. Yes. Clara, I love these kinds of videos so much. Also, I think it's a good idea to include a disclaimer about your age. Okay, well, there was that. He fell off of the table. What? That was all you. Okay. Yes, puppy lover, I am replying to every comment. I mean, on this video. Not in here. Okay. Let me just start this one over. It says, oh, okay, so she was saying that she thinks it's a good idea for the disclaimer. Because when I first came across your channel, I did think you're a teenager and your parents own a farm or something, and I was shocked when I learned you're an adult and even married. I'm like uncomfortable. I was so shocked when I learned, and even married. Sorry about that. You look so young. However, I can't believe how rude people can be. Yeah, like I have to say all the time, like how old I am because people are just like so rude and mean to me. Yeah. Thank you. Gonna heart this. And I think like you can't help it. Like sometimes you just don't know how old someone is. But my back is getting tired. Like based on how they look, but that's not a reason to be rude to someone. And even if someone is young, it's not a reason to be rude to them. I keep getting comments about my cheekbones in this video. Thank you. Thank you. They're my Irish cheekbones. Thank you. Please answer this question. Where'd you get your alpacas from? I got them. They were rescued from somewhere in New Mexico, and then I've gotten other ones from a retired farm here in Texas, and then some other ones in New Mexico. All right, where was I? Fabulicious Dinosaur, can you please do fish care videos? I don't really like doing too many fish care videos because, like, I'm not super knowledgeable about fish. I did do my planted aquarium video, and it looks really good, so it kind of looks like I'm knowledgeable. But yeah, and two, like, I don't know. So I did do that, and I also learned a lot when I was doing it. But fish aren't just really, they're not something I'm passionate about. So I don't think that's something you're going to see a lot on this channel. Michelle Bowers, great video. Sorry about the animals you lost. Michelle's really awesome. She's been around on my channel for a long time. Wanda Maximoff, all your animals are gorgeous. You do an amazing job looking after them and making sure they're loved and healthy. Thank you. That's such a nice comment. So super, super nice. Zuburbia, you're 27 exclamation mark. I'm guessing they were shocked. Huh? I'm just looking at the chat. Sometimes I read very confusing things in this chat. Catbird, I love you. Ferocious, Ferocious design. I love exotic animals. Exotic animals are awesome. Just Izzy, love your hair, girl. It's beautiful. Also love your channel and your pets. Heart, thank you. Winter Wolf, my name is Evie too. Yeah, my chihuahua's name is Evie. Actually, I've gotten a lot of people saying that, oh, my name's Evie too. And I don't know, I guess I'm kind of like surprised. I didn't know it was such a common name for a person. AMJ Sugar Gliders, will you please make a video about which diet is better for sugar gliders, BML or HPW? And there's actually a reply to this that I thought I kind of agreed with. As long as you're following both diets plans correctly, they're equally good. Yeah, I think they're both pretty good. I don't really think there's really one better than the other one. It's really to preference. The thing is that I really try to encourage people to provide other stuff for them, not just the BML, which one time one of my friends called peanut butter. I think you should have like insects and fresh fruits and vegetables every single day for them. How involved is your husband in keeping up with all the animals and the farm in general? From Breezy Palmer. So he's really involved. I do the majority of the work with the animals, but he helps me a lot with stuff that's more difficult, like things that are heavy, for example, hay, things like that. But he's like really involved with helping me when I need to trim the goat's feet. He's out there like helping me hold them while I trim their feet, and yeah, I think he's like really involved. Although I do more of the like feeding daily routine type of stuff. His sister, I love your hair, so pretty. Thank you. Anna, I honestly really admire how you have so many animals and seem to care for them so well. I get tired of running after my 3 pets, so I can't imagine how much work you have per day. Yeah, and it is a lot of work per day. I get up like around 7 something. I don't set an alarm because I really hate waking up to an alarm. I just kind of wake up when I wake up, and it's usually like around 7, and I immediately go outside and well, you'll get to see it in the feeding all my pets. But yeah, basically my daily routine is going out, feeding the animals. Then by like 8, I come back, have breakfast, go to the gym for about 45 minutes. Then I come back. I feed more animals. Then I do work. That's kind of, I guess, like from, let's say it's like 11-ish to like 5. I kind of spend doing work. If I have to run errands, things like that. Then in the evening, I have more pets to feed. And then usually like in the evening, I'll watch like Netflix or something like that. And then go to bed. And basically I go to bed tired every day. But that's like I was saying earlier, that I have some insomnia because of like anxiety and depression. That's one of the only ways like to really, I guess, be able to control that is I like going to bed tired every day. Like as soon as I lay down, I go to sleep. Tacos forever. Does your husband just go along with you when you get your animals? Megan, do you think I should get this rose-breasted cockatoo? Her husband, sure. Yes, he's exactly like that. Actually, he's like, I'll be like, oh, I like this animal, and he's more like, why don't you get it? Like, oh, you should get that. Like, he's really encourages me a lot, and just like he's super nice. Okay, back to comments. Where was I? Allergy Kaylee. Hi, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Sarah Ortiz, do bunnies take dust baths? No, not really. Don't step on that keyboard. No, not really. They just kind of like clean themselves with their mouth and their hands. Do bunnies take dust baths? Learning disability. What happened? Oh, ferrets. I didn't have ferrets in the 2018 video. Why am I getting so many questions for that? Star Wars fan 680. Oh, this person's on my channel a lot. Love your animals. Ow! Stop biting me. That's what it's like living with a parrot. Like, just getting bit for no reason. Actually, I'm getting bit because I'm ignoring him. Not trying to be rude, and you probably already know this, but just, you didn't include your parakeets in your other parrots, so I thought maybe you didn't know that parakeets are parrots. Again, not trying to be rude. I was kind of annoyed by this question. I responded actually already, and I put, watch that part again, but with the sound on. Like, I get kind of annoyed by comments like this because, for example, I broke the birds off into like two groups, and I explained it in the video. I was like, okay, first I'm going to show you the birds that I physically interact with, like, you know, being able to say, mwah, like being able to hold them and pet them and everything. And then I showed the birds that I don't really spend too much like physical interaction time with. So the parakeets, for example, are super spastic and wild, and like I like them because I think they sound really pretty and I like looking at them. But I can't like just interact with them. And that's why, like I explained in the video, that I was going to show these ones and then these ones. But yes, obviously parakeets are parrots. And also too, like, I'm constantly saying that if you follow me at all, like, you know that I'm very, you're going to like end my live stream by stepping on this.
Louise, it was probably a genetic issue.
You stepped on this.
She was such a sweet animal, and so I really, really miss her.
Hold on.
And then Calvin, my Crested Gecko.
Yes, you moved the keyboard, Barry. That was not nice. Now it's going to take me forever to find where I was. Okay, just a second. Okay, let's see where it was. So, yeah, if you follow me at all, you know I'm constantly saying that parakeets are a type of parrot. Okay, I found it. It didn't take me long. You're lucky. Somebody asks, do I ever go on vacation here on the chat? Yeah, I just went to Albuquerque, New Mexico this weekend. But yeah, I on my other channel, I've actually done some traveling vlogs where I went to like San Francisco and Catalina Island. Barry's like, that's what you get. Yeah, Barry is so needy. Like, people say that green cheek conures are Velcro birds, and I'm like, no, they're not. I don't think that they are. This thing, though, this animal is just like so needy. The most needy thing you've ever met. Come here. Sit up here. Okay. Frankie Brooks. I don't get why people say you're a child just because of your height or something. Yeah, my height probably does have something to do with it. Because not being funny, but she says it repeatedly that she's not. It just shows they don't watch the whole video and come on here to troll. It's so annoying. Leave her alone. Leave her alone, by the way. Love you, Megan. Keep up the good work. That's so nice. That's super sweet. Yeah, I am actually really short. I'm 5 feet tall, and sometimes I'll see like other people like, oh, I'm so short. I'm 5'4". I'm like so tiny, and I'm like, yeah, really. No, but I am really small. And then I also look young. So it does show. I am constantly saying it because I'm constantly being told. Connie Rodriguez. Not corny, Connie. Oh no, favorite question. Okay, skip that. Mighty Bruno. So special that you shared them. Loved every second. Yes, thank you, hearts. I love being able to share them. Dragon Rider 01. How do you afford all this? With money, I guess? I get that question a lot. May, is keeping up with the farm your full-time job? Oh, I already put like a little face on that because I'm like, watch the video. Baby, thanks for saying animals aren't a collection. Heart. Poke Bear. Kind of a heavy topic, but could you do a video about the attacks and poisoning? I would like to know what could happen and what to do to prevent. Also, guardian dogs and training involved if possible. Thank you so much. Sorry for your loss. I do have a video on farm guardians. Alpaca playlist. So I'm not going to be doing a video about the attacks or the poisoning. I will briefly go over it. I've talked a little bit about what happened with the dog attacks. Basically, a pack of pit bulls attacked the farm in the middle of the night, killed a bunch of animals. Poisoning. So what happened is that my corgi puppies, Daisy, she got poisoned, and at the same time, the puppies got parvo. But she did not test positive for parvo, and the vet, there were several vets that worked on her, and they did not believe that she had parvo. So I know that there's people on the internet that have really said a lot of things about like accusing, making accusations that Daisy died from parvo because I didn't vaccinate her. Not true. The truth is, my dogs survived parvo because they were vaccinated. Daisy, I know people can, say that it's doesn't make sense that it all happened at the same time. It just sucks, I guess. Like, that's just bad luck, I guess. But that's what happened. And they did survive parvo. I wish Daisy had parvo because she would have survived. The poisoning, we didn't know at the time what had happened. We just know she'd been poisoned, and I was devastated. And I just kept telling them, how could this happen? Are you sure she doesn't have parvo? I don't understand how she could have been poisoned. So later, there were other dogs too, like family members or in the neighborhood that got poisoned and were dying. And what happened is that we have squirrels, and we didn't have squirrels like probably 15 years ago, but we have a lot of squirrels in the neighborhood now, and people have started poisoning them now. So the issue is that the squirrels fall out of the trees poisoned, and other animals eat them, and those animals die. And we've had a lot of actually like wildlife and stuff dying because of this. But basically, we found out that some of the dogs were finding pieces of the squirrels and eating them, and that's how they were getting poisoned. So yeah, don't poison pests. That's just something really important to know. Is when you poison pests, you poison other animals like owls and hawks and birds and things like that, and you can poison other people's pets. So don't do it. We of course don't poison the animals, but the squirrels do travel long distances, and so that's how they were getting poisoned. Poisoning an animal is very inhumane. Yes, it is. It is very, very awful. And it is a horrific death. It really is. It is brutal. So I'm not going to make a video on it, but that is the gist of it. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad my puppy survived parvo too. Since your dogs eat raw, do you let them eat dead things like rabbits, etc., if they stumble upon it? Absolutely not. I don't let them eat anything. But I guess, so you don't see everything. And when they go out and they're running around on the farm, they do eat stuff. And like I pull stuff out of their mouth, but um, it's hard to notice everything. Now we've like really, really kept a lookout for dead animals that have been poisoned. Whereas it wasn't a problem before, so it's not something that I actively looked for. But I don't let them eat anything like that. Yes, it messes up the whole food chain. It really does. Okay, so I guess let's continue with these comments. Kiki Cat No Vitas. Oh my god, I can't believe the goose loves to be picked up. That's so stinking cute. And also, your cats are seriously beautiful. Thank you. The goose is super cute. And she loves to be picked up to the point where that's one of the things like I was saying is she's needy about it. And she actually gets really aggressive if you don't give her attention. If you don't go out there and hug her and pet her, she'll start biting you. Like she's very needy and mean. Like Barry bites me, but the goose is like out for blood. Let's see, where am I? Make a famous meme out of me. Your animals are a collection. Laugh out loud. I don't know why. I'm gonna thumbs down this one. Thumbs down. I don't know why people are like this. Like, why do you want negative attention? It's like not funny or cute. You can say something nice. You don't have to like say something like this. Jeremy's Wild Studio. My animals are not a collection. This. Yes. Tay Tay, the puppies are so cute. They are super adorable. Brittany Keats. Rat question. Didn't watch the video. Maria, American Girl, Sauce, and more. Love you. Thank you. Love you too. Audrey Mayer. I have chickens, horses, dogs, cats, ducks, and turkeys, and fish and reptiles. I love taking care of my animals, and it doesn't feel like a hard job, but that's just me. My animals are my entire life. Without them would be awful. Yep, that's how I feel. LAB, great video. Thanks so much for the update. Serene Adam, I like your animals. They're so unique, and they love you. Yeah, they're really great. Like all my pets are really great about interacting with me and stuff, so that's cool. McKenna Bernstein, since you rescue animals, download the app PETA. Trust me, you won't regret it. I will 100% regret it. I'm going to write that. I put real animal lovers hate PETA. Yeah, PETA's awful. I don't think we need to go into that. I think everybody here knows. Why are you tearing that? Alexa Russ, how do you earn all your money? Love your videos, by the way. So there's three like basic ways you can earn money doing YouTube, and it's AdSense, merchandise, and what's that? Sponsors. So I do all three. I make money through AdSense. My videos are monetized, and they almost never get demonetized, so that's really cool. There is merchandise. I do a little bit of that, but it's not like a huge thing for me. I do some merchandise. I have t-shirts and stuff. You can actually look underneath this video, and there's Happy Tails t-shirts, by the way, if you guys want to check that out. And sponsors. Sponsors are a big thing for my channel. I work with several companies. Exotic Nutrition is really the biggest one. I love Exotic Nutrition's products. Like I said in the video, I've been using them for like a decade. Barry, stop. But yeah, those are all ways that I make money through it. And I got a comment on another video, like I think it was today or yesterday, and somebody was like, all you want to do is get paid. And I was like, well, I kind of like not being homeless. So yeah, I do enjoy getting paid. And some people get really angry at us YouTubers for making money through this, but this is our job. And like, you guys come on here and you watch content for free. I know some people get an ad. Like I have YouTube Red, so I don't get any ads on videos when I watch YouTube. But yeah, it's just like you have a job, so you need to get paid. Like I still have to pay my electricity and my internet and all of that. So it's some people get really angry about it, but it's like I'm sure you have a job too, unless you're living off the government. How do you get the money? Does it just magically appear in your account? From YouTube? Yeah, basically. It's direct deposit from YouTube. Some people, sometimes I still get paid. I hate getting paid with checks. That's the one I hate. Like, Alex Russ. Oh, okay, I read that. Video ROM. Budgies and parakeets doesn't matter where you're from. Budgies are types of parakeets. So this is a really ignorant statement. It's a very arrogant statement as well. So I like to explain that to people, and I think it's important to explain that parakeets are budgies are parakeets. So it does matter where you're from. These are common names for animals, and unless we're talking about scientific terms, then yeah, you're going to be going with the common name, the common term for these animals, and that varies by country, by language. And so here in the United States, for the most part, especially down here on the border, budgies are called parakeets. Now, they're a little bit different than like your English budgie that you guys have over in the UK, whereas those budgies are larger, and parakeets here in the United States typically tend to be very small compared to the English budgie. But both of them are from Australia, and they are the budgie that is found in Australia. And the budgie is a type of parakeet. So with parrots, there's different types of subspecies and groups. So one of the groups with parrots is the cockatoo, and this is a cockatoo. And then there's conures. And so one of the other groups is parakeets, and budgies are a member of that group, but there's lots of different types of parakeets. So unfortunately, here in the United States, people have really gotten it into their head that there's only one type of parakeet, and it's the budgie, and most of them don't know the name budgie. So when I'm doing videos, I really try to use terms that people can understand, so that when people come on and watch my videos, they know what I'm talking about. And to me, that's more important than being super correct. So a lot of times I'll say peacocks when I'm talking about peafowl, because people don't know what peafowl are, but they know what peacocks are. And peacocks are actually males, but a lot of people don't know that. So it's more important that people can understand what I'm trying to tell them. So hopefully you guys learned something weird about that. Oh, what's going on? Okay, next question. A comment. Miss, I respect a lot of what you do and enjoy many of the messages that you're sending, though the way you speak about your animals, e.g., when you talk about how they're not considered a collection. With this, hearing you briefly talk about how animals were killed by a pack of pit bulls, I was surprised that you would be so irresponsible. Pit bull breeds are actually illegal and banned from the province I live in because of the stigma that you're feeding by naming the pack of dogs as pit bulls. Were the dogs captured and genetically tested? Are you saying pit bull because they had the look? I sincerely hope that naming the breed you're positive of, because I assume with the pack which attacked your farm could be a number of different Bulldog bull breed mixes that would not constitute them as pit bull genetically or general breed standard. Please don't feed pit bull stigma. This is so incredibly stupid, and this is more offensive than me saying pit bull. This is such an annoying thing that people are doing. Now, here's my stance on pit bulls. I don't like pit bulls, okay? Pit bulls have, when I had Caspian as a service dog, every single time I saw a pit bull service dog, it tried to attack Caspian. every single time. Does that mean all pit bulls are like that? No. But that was something I experienced that made me, every time I saw one, I would cringe and just see how I could get away. So that was already something that I was like, man, I just don't like this. Now, the second thing is that these pit bulls attacked my farm, and I'll go into about the dogs. And they killed animals. They had animals torn apart, bleeding out, and having to look at an animal bleeding out that you cannot save is awful. So, yes, I don't like pit bulls. Now, does that mean you can't like pit bulls or you can't have a pit bull? No, that's my own personal preference based on my experience, and I'm allowed to feel that way. Now, I don't agree with pit bull bans. I don't think that that's right. I think that there's very irresponsible owners and people that have done terrible things with these dogs, and they've made it bad for everybody. So, how I feel shouldn't affect what someone else, has or does or whatever. But I am still allowed to have my own opinion. Now, this thing about how are you sure they were pit bulls? This is so incredibly annoying. So recently, and I've seen this, where there is a lot of bad publicity towards pit bulls. That is true. And people who like pit bulls and enjoy them and don't want these bans to be put in place have come up with this thing where it's like, that's not actually a pit bull. And it's like, yes, it is. Okay. Trying to be like, well, it's a bull mix, it's a bully breed, whatever, is dumb. Okay. And there probably is, I know there's like the different types of bully breeds, and that are kind of all called pit bulls. But there are a lot of cases with actual pit bulls that have attacked people or done something like that. Barry, step up. Step. And trying to be like, that's not a pit bull because you haven't genetically tested it and it's not breed standard. That's bull. Like, that was such a... Okay, not meant to be a pun, but... Yeah, that it's so incredibly annoying. Like, that is not a way to be like, oh, don't be like that towards the breed. I think instead it would be a lot better to be like, yeah, that happened because of bad owners, because the dogs aren't treated right, things like that. Whereas, the breed can be really good if, you work with them. That's a better argument. But just trying to be like, well, those aren't actually pit bulls, is dumb. It is just, I think it makes the whole argument look stupid, and the people who are against pit bulls and want to ban them, it gives, I think, them more credibility. So this is super incredibly aggravating and annoying to me. That I'm giving the breed a bad, that I'm being irresponsible. I don't care, honestly, what you think. This is what happened to me. This was my situation. And yes, I saw the dogs, and I know dog breeds, and these were pit bulls. The other thing, too, is that here where I live, they are very common, incredibly common. And they are filling up the shelters. There's dog fights. There's all these things going on. I'm going to say what happened. I am not going to walk around your sensitive little feelings when I have dealt with incredibly horrific situations that are traumatic. They honestly, like, really PTSD as a result. Just because you are offended by it. Like, honestly, it's kind of like, who cares? The comments like these just make me mad. It's just, I think I need to, like, reply to this one later when I have more time and really think out, like, what I want to say. But yeah, that's what happened. And oh well, I don't care about your feelings at all. I guess we should go on to the next one, unless anybody has something to say about that. Pam Miller, when I was 3 or 4, I had a pit bull that was very kind and gentle, but it really depends on how they were raised. Yes, some are very aggressive, like the ones that attacked your farm, which I'm so sorry about. Thank you. Yeah, I've seen some that are just like such babies, so sweet and so gentle. But it does depend on how they're raised, and around here they do a lot of dog fighting and they instigate them. And um, there was actually I think it was like a year or two ago. There was a house um, here in El Paso where uh, it was like a 4-year-old boy was eaten by the pit bulls in their yard, and that was so awful. There there were other people around at the time that when it happened they tried pulling him away and they couldn't, and they actually ate the little boy. It was so sad. I agree with you that you say you can't just say that's not a pit bull. You would have to turn it into a Pomeranian. Yeah, and it's just I think there's a lot better arguments that you can make. And people have these dogs that are so out of control. So when I worked in the veterinary clinic, we did a lot of low income services and free clinics that were paid for by the city and stuff like that. So we would go to places, where they had these dogs and they just were in such bad living conditions, and the dogs weren't treated right. The people were afraid of their dogs. They didn't train the dogs. And so you end up with these just horrible situations. So, yeah, just like I feel like people like this comment, they just want to go around it. Like they don't want to confront the issue. Yeah, so it's sad. Okay, well, next comment. Because this one's just like, it makes me angry. Callie Doodle, do you know how many animals you have in total? I don't really keep like an amount on them. I kind of know I know like amounts that I have. Like I have 6 dogs, I have 11 reptiles, I have like several birds. Well, I consider it like 6 flocks, I guess. Um, so yeah, I don't really spend time counting them. Emily Spitz. How do you look after peacocks? Well, I have a video all about peacocks, and it kind of goes over like the care and stuff like that. So that's a really good video to watch. Sarah Tucker, I love you and your animals so much. I'm so sorry for your losses. Harry End, I love your freedom flock. They're so beautiful. Thank you, Heart. I really like the freedom flock too. I think they're beautiful to look at. Subscribe to PewDiePie. Oh, and Ari comment. Ari comments are so annoying. I get so many. Ella the Black Wolf. Ella the Black Wolf. So many cuties. Haven Valentine. Geez, so many animals. Normally, I would find it really, really difficult to believe someone could own this many pets and truly keep up with all of them. But they seem happy and healthy. You must put all your time and effort into them. I'm going to heart this. That's really, really nice comment. I think it's really nice when somebody can comment that, because I know a lot of people do think that you can't take care of that many animals, but I think it is important to look at the animals and see how they're doing. You can look at an animal and see how healthy it is. People are going to sleep. We've been at this for 2 hours, so thank you for those of you who are sticking through it. Cora, the equine lover. Happy Tales. I love all your animals. You're so blessed to have a family that loves animals. I have a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel, domestic short hair, yellow-sided green cheek conure, 2 snakes, 2 bearded dragons, and 2 rats. That's awesome. Pam says, the pit bull that was labeled at the shelter as aggressive and unadoptable, my dad worked with for 3 to 4 weeks and turned into a baby. That's the thing. These dogs, some of them need a lot of work, and people don't want to put that effort into them. Cora, the equine lover. Happy Tales, I love all your animals. You're so blessed to have a family that loves animals. Oh, wait, I've read that one. Sorry. Little critters. It bothers me that you talk about breeding a lot. I worked in a rescue, and there are so many species of animals being euthanized every day, and here you are talking about breeding your own. Rescue animals are just as good. This is such a stupid comment. Like, I'm like... So, basically, I need to go tell Evan, the green cheek conure, or Petunia, the mini pig, or Evie, the chihuahua, or any of the countless animals that are rescues that they're not good. Like, obviously, I know that rescue animals are just as good. Like, and that's not just as good. Like, they are different, and that's an ignorant. It's an ignorant comment because rescue animals and getting an animal from a good breeder is so different, and some things are not, you can't do the same thing for everyone. Some people are going to be better off with this, some people are going to be better off with that. But I have tons of rescued animals, I have tons of animals that I've purchased. So this is just a dumb comment to me. Like, why are you telling me that rescue animals are just as good when I have tons of rescued animals? I love animals, especially ducks. They're all gorgeous. From Angel's Animals. Miranda Yulbach. I'm not sure if you made an update about this. Oh, fair comment again. Toaster Waiver. I personally have 13 fish, 7 rabbits, 4 cats, 3 dogs, 3 mice, 2 rats, 2 frogs, a guinea pig, a hamster, and a horse. That's cool. Gamers Digit. Congrats on your marriage. Thank you. I gotta heart that one. Crazy Kids. Doing good deeds for rescuing animals. Yeah, and the thing is that I've spent years working with rescued animals. I've done lots of adopting, lots of fostering. I've saved a lot of animals, so it's so annoying to hear comments like that. It's just somebody who, like, they think they know it all. Carly Penna, I'm actually so glad you put the disclaimer at the start of your video. Too many people think that animals are just for show. Heart. So true. Kimberly Miller, can you make some guinea pig videos? Yes. Curiosity Rocks, beautiful animals. Lil Skyly, I love your videos. I want you to know I have 2 bunnies, Snow and Belle. That's cool. Same as mine. Mr. YouTube, Aaron, I don't know what they meant. How long have you been married for? Like 7.5 years? Romeo Garcia, love your pets. It's El Martinez, future YouTuber. Love your animals. By the way, you have a new subscriber. Me. Heart. Jordan Smith, please make a video on how you afford all this. See, I'm not going to make a video like this, and I do get this a lot. I actually recently got somebody messaging me like on Instagram, and they wanted to know like budgets for all of my pets, and I'm like, I'm not going to give you that information. Like, you don't ask people that. Like, I don't know. I think it's really weird. I get asked that a lot. Like, some people have even demanded, like, been very demanding about it, like wanting to know like exactly how much I spend, how much I make, like all this stuff about my money. And it's like, can you imagine approaching a stranger buying like some huge flat screen TV in a store, and you're like, how do you afford that? Could you tell me, like, based on your income and the job you have, like, how do you have money to get this? Like, can you imagine? That'd be so awkward. Okay. Angel Murray, your 6 flocks reminded me of the scene from Ice Age when they meet up with those hungry birds at the watermelon. That's cool. Just New York TV. I literally love you. That's sweet. I love you too. Denise Ream, I love your hair. Conversation starter, please respond. Hi. Dragon Queen. Wow, you take care of a lot of animals. How do you get the time to take care of all these animals? Just do. Evie's, vlogs, and horses. They're also cute. Rob Lee Harthorn. You take such great care of all your pets. I love hearing about them. Nads Weasel. I love this video. I love all your pets you have. I enjoy watching all your videos. Bojan. I'm not going to try to say that. How's your mini pig and green cheek conure? They're both like several years old. I keep forgetting if Petunia's like, I think Petunia's 6 now. Ely Polly, love you and your animals, don't mind the haters. Need water. What's the next live stream going to be about? Little J? Chloe Rhodes, proud of you for caring for all your animals and giving them the care and attention that they need. Thank you. Sabrina Queen, I have a question about how many feet do 3 goats have to have? I'm assuming 12. Kaylee Wilson, I am so sorry to hear about Daisy and all the sweet animals that have passed the Rainbow Bridge. It's so hard to go through any loss, no matter how small the animal. Love the updated video. So many animals are lucky. So many animals lucky to have your care. That's really sweet. Flight Red Tail Shark Airplane Corey's Catfish. Best animal channel ever. Riley Davis. I want the cage that Merida has for my rabbits, but it's so expensive. It is expensive, but it's so nice. It's so, so nice. Ashley, I don't know. I love your videos and your animals are so cute. Thank you. Sky H. Oh, just wondering, how do you spell Sky for your bird? My name is Sky and I always get excited when my name is shared with another. I love your channel and I'm hoping to get chick providers in 4 or 5 years when I actually can care for them. It's just spelled S-K-Y. Sorry. Draws. I love animals. I love animals too. 21 years. After this video, you should do a feeding all my animals. Yeah, so that's the one I told you guys I'm working on right now, is feeding all my animals. You should get a fat-tailed gecko. I love mine. He's so sweet and easy to take care of. So I don't get any animals based off of like just people saying like, oh, you should get this. I think fat-tailed geckos are really cool though, and I think I would want to have one in the future. Bell and Iron Fist, are you a hoarder? Like, why do you want so many animals? Just be happy with a few, for God's sakes. I think people like this are so like mean. Like, why do you have to be so ugly? Like, it's not hurting you. It's not hurting an animal. And hoarders do hurt animals. Like, if you can't care for your animals, that's what makes you a hoarder. I don't think it's the number that you have. I think it's like, you cannot say somebody's a hoarder when the animals get veterinary care. They are, there is controlled breeding, and what was the other one? Oh, environmental enrichment and good diets. So my animals get veterinary care. If something happens with them, I always take them to the vet. They all get environmental enrichment. I mean, it's really important to me. As you can see, like that, this is the snake's cage. This is, you can't really see too much, but this is my bearded dragon's cage. This over here is my fish tank. Like, you can tell that these are really nice cages for them to enjoy their environment. There's a gecko cage up there, but you can't really see it. There's all of this stuff going on for the birds so that they have their toys and stuff. They get lots of time outside their cage. So, and like in the video too, you can see that the animals get a lot of environmental enrichment. They get really good diets too. I mean, I wouldn't be spending so much money feeding my pets if this was like a hoarder situation. I would just give them the bare minimum, which I don't for any of them. So yeah, some people are just ugly. Oh, you like the green cheek conure? Yeah, that's Cairo. He's a cutie. Peyton Prophet, I love your pets. Venus Winchester, what's your thoughts on big cats? I think big cats are really cool. I think that you can have big cats if you are able to have the space and stuff that they need, whereas most people just can't. But I think that if you can set up like a sanctuary type thing, big cats are really cool. I do think though that like, I don't think that you should have a big cat as like a cuddly pet because they're going to eat you eventually. Like, I always say this, like even cats, like house cats, like, come here. This thing would probably try to eat me eventually if he could. Like, the only reason he doesn't like just chow down on me like out of nowhere is because I could fight him off. But I really think that with cats, they're going to eat you eventually. That's just my thoughts. Christine Smith did not watch the video. Robin the Rabbit. So your budgies don't like individual interactions? No, they don't. They don't like being handled. Dixie White. So many beautiful animals. Your cats are both gorgeous. It's hard to believe they're rescues. Yeah, I think all cats can be gorgeous though. That's one thing though. I really do not believe in breeding cats at all. You know, it was really funny. Last year when I bred my dogs, there was this guy that was constantly harassing me online and on Twitter and just can like trying to get other people to harass me too because I bred my dogs, and he breeds cats, and I was just like, wow, the hypocrisy at its finest. Like you look up hypocrite in the dictionary, and his picture would be there. It's the past, Asher. I love cooking. That was not her comment. That's actually the whole name. Anyone from Weedham and Reap. I actually looked this up because I was like, what is this? And it's looks like a homestead channel kind of thing. Like they do farm videos, I think. Purple Plug question. My family is thinking of possibly getting a dog in the future. We want a medium-sized dog. Not huge, but not tiny. We don't want one with long hair. What breed would you recommend? That's really hard. I really encourage you to just do more research to try to find a good breed that would fit your family. I do not feed my cats raw, Austin, and that's going to come up in the next video. They are incredibly picky. Like, they'd rather die than eat. Astri Sea Otter. What breed is Caspian? He is a white shepherd. You can definitely feed your cats raw, but a lot of them are much pickier. Yeah, much pickier. So I've found a good diet that I think works really well for them. I wish they would eat raw. Oh, I've been at this so long. I'm like uncomfortable from sitting here. Verse Duck. Poor Daisy. I know. Marcy's guinea pig. Love it. Artsy Sea Otter. Do you accept pit bulldogs even though they cause the attack? I don't quite know what they mean by do you accept pit bulls, but like for other people, yeah, I don't care. I don't care who has a pit bull. Moonlight Mayor. I love this video. I have some questions that you might be able to answer in your Q&A. First of all, why did you breed your dogs? I don't think I'm going to really answer that because I literally have a whole blog on my website about why I bred my dogs, and it kind of just sums it up. Like, I love corgis. I'm super passionate about them. I wanted to have multiple ones, but they're really expensive to buy. Although I will have to say, like, I did say that. Like, so I wanted to have multiple corgis, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get 2, and then I'll breed them, and I'll be able to keep those puppies. But in the end, like with Daisy, I spent so much in medical bills for her that I might as well have just bought all my corgis. But still, like, the experience of having them as puppies, I think totally like outweighed, like, you know, being like just going and buying them. That was amazing. When you have a farm and you have this many animals and you have like all these different species, it's difficult to get a rescue dog because you don't know their background and how they're going to react with other animals, and it's difficult to have them around other animals. So raising a dog that's the right breed for your situation and one that you can train from when they're little is a lot easier for the farm. They also, my corgis herd, and also the other thing is that I wanted to give corgis to my family members because they were also very passionate about it. Like, they loved them, and the corgis are very expensive dogs, and so they're hard to afford, basically. And I wanted to be able to give that to them. So yeah, a bunch of people in my family got corgi puppies. But for more information, I do have a blog on my website about it. I know you do it in a nice way, but I think instead you need to adopt. I do not promote that at all. So I think you need to find out what's best for your family. I am not going to tell someone, go and buy a dog. I'm not going to tell someone, go and adopt a dog. You need to figure out what is going to be the best situation for your family, because that is what is going to put a dog into a good home. So I do not push adopting. I encourage it and definitely support it, but that's not something I'm going to push on people. Second is, how big is your farm? Large. Third, less, how do you care for your animals with only the job of YouTube? Actually, just having the job of YouTube is what makes it really awesome to be able to care for my animals, because I don't have to be anywhere at a certain time. I don't have to be somewhere for a certain amount of hours. I just literally spend the day with my pets. And like how I'm here streaming, this is how I do work. So I'll let my animals out of their cages and they'll play and I'll do work while they're, around here. Usually Barry's actually playing on his ropes. Today he's being just extra needy. Could you post a video of your corgis herding? Yeah, I think I should do that. That would be cool. I feel like that'd be really interesting. Do they herd similar to the way border collies do with sheep? Yeah, pretty similar to border collies, I would say. Barry, stop chewing on that. Twice twins. I love your channel. Are birds good pets to have? Birds are not good pets for everybody. No pet is. Swift Wolf 114 AJPW. I want to be just like you and live your lifestyle so inspiring. Any tips for later on in life? That's really sweet. I think that this, like my lifestyle, looks really cool in videos, but it would not work for most people. And that's what's kind of hard. It's like, it's not that I'm trying to make it look perfect. It's just that I am very excited and happy to share this with you guys. So I guess present it as being perfect, but that's not exactly the case. And I wish people would realize that. Like, this might not work for a lot of people. So yeah, it's just hard to be like, oh, this is, the only way. It's just not. But it's not true. It's like for everybody. It could be a good lifestyle choice for some people. Wow, it's already 9 o'clock here. Jackie Baker, love you. Love you too. Ivy Irish girl, love you and you're so pretty and love your animals. That's super sweet. Thank you. She also said, love your puppies. Summer's nostalgia. Your camera moving is really nauseating. Yeah, it was moving a little bit. I'm sorry about that. Then somebody asked what happened to Daisy. Watch with the sound on. All right. It's really helpful if you have the sound on. I know I'm sarcastic to people, but I can't help it. Like, I literally spent like a couple of minutes talking about that, and they're like, but what happened? It's like, if you can't listen to it the first time, how am I going to expect you to be able to read my response? Step up. Step up. Step up. Yeah. Okay. Where was I? Oh, the comments trying to go. Lily Tyler, if you get a new gecko, you should name it Storm. I would not do that because I don't believe in having animals with the same name. Multiple animals with the same name is not something I would do. Many animals and their daily care can be so overwhelming at times. More than not, you need to be in a situation there's a person to take care of them 24/7. Yeah. Emma Hayden. Corgi breeds look so much more beautiful with their tail. Yes, definitely. Anyone else notice there's been no update on the 2 male mice she housed? If it was a good idea, I'd love to hear how it went. And I don't know why people comment this. Like, there's been no update. Because there's not anything to update them on. Like, I think people were expecting me to later come out with some video like, Pinky ate Brain's head off. And then, like, it could be like, cannibalistic mice, emotional. But that's the thing, like, people lost their mind. Barry, you're gonna go in your cage. Hold it. Sorry, I have to put him in when he starts getting too fussy. I think he's starting to get tired. I think that's what it is. Yeah, like, people totally lost their minds when I got the 2 mice. Like, it was ridiculous. It was, like, you know how like when James Charles and Tati and Jeffree Star were having their fight on the beauty community on YouTube? It was kind of like that. Like it was it was like just it was too much. It was so over exaggerated. Had I have gotten 2 mice, brought them home, and fed them to my snakes, no one would have batted an eye. But instead, I put them in a cage, gave them toys and lots of food, and they got fat, and everybody was losing their minds. And there's just like no update because it's like that was it. Like they just lived there until earlier this year. The brain passed away, and then several weeks later, Pinky passed away. And I think probably too he was just sad because he was by himself. Um, but yeah, that was it. Like there wasn't anything else to it, and um, that's what I responded is like they just lived together till one passed away from old age. I had him for about a year, which I think they didn't live very long, and it's probably like the genetics. I had another mouse a while back too that like it was a feeder mouse, and I feel like they don't live their full life expectancy, which is still short, but with rats and mice, like I just feel like they're so unhealthy now. But I kind of got sidetracked. Back to the point. Yeah, like everybody lost their minds over that. It was so dramatic. It was honestly pretty annoying to deal with. Okay, moving on. Please do more alpaca videos. Yes, I'm going to. Austin Burton, I felt so bad for you at that time. I don't have an opinion because I don't have experience with mice, but I thought it was so dumb that other people made responses to your video content for views. Oh, yeah. Like, you know, several people have made videos about me purely for the sake of views. And I'm like, really? You can't come up with something for your channel that's actually your own creative work to get views? But yeah, to me, it's so pathetic when you have to, and do something about drama in order to get views. I don't know how people have any respect for that. I certainly don't. Yeah. But yeah, it was just kind of like, okay, and even if like, I think even if you don't agree with a person, I think you can express that in a healthy way. Whereas like, PetTube has definitely become a lot better, but a year ago, PetTube was just such an immature place. Okay, let's keep going with these comments, I guess. Anja Helden, I love all your amazing animals. Thank you. Cows are pooping, chickens are pooping too. Can you do a video about the alpaca attack? So no, I'm not going to be doing a video about it. It was super, super traumatic for me, and that's basically the main reason I'm not going to talk about it. Juliet Moreno, could you do a feeding routine on your Beardy? I think don't I have like videos on that already? Tacos forever. I think all your animals are so cute and beautiful. Oh my gosh, I think we're getting to the end. Jaime Mendoza. Hi. Hello. Carla Malava. Love your pets. Critter Shack. What happened to your button quail? So basically the cage, we have really bad windstorms, and one day we had a windstorm and the cage got broken. I think a branch fell on it or something, and so my button quail basically all escaped. That sucked. And I kind of want to get more, but then I also like am so aggravated that happened that I like don't. Jennifer Norrish, my husband is always complaining I have too many animals. Never thought of it, but I will show him your channel. Just rehome your husband. Just rehome him. Brittany Gonzalez, more rabbit videos, please. Loki, leader of the Zodiac. What's your favorite thing about alpacas? I think that they are such a awesome livestock animal because they are incredibly sweet. They are easy to care for. They're so much easier to care for than goats and cattle and even horses. So I really like that about alpacas, that they're just such sweet animals. Brody X. Hi, come here from live. Love your birds. They are gorgeous, and I would like to see your aquarium in more detail and plans for it. Love you. Bye. Thanks. I do have a video of when I first planted it. Just the plants were a lot smaller, but that has a lot of good information. V, meeting you for the first time, just watched one of your rat care videos and found it very informative, even though I have had pet rats for a while. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Oh, I just got 6 more Nigerian dwarf goats today to add to my herd. What are some tips to merge the 2 groups? I think just keep them separated for a while and let them see each other. Make sure they always have a lot of food and stuff, and that can really help with introducing them. I've seen people keep adult button quail in fish tanks. Do you agree with that? No, I don't think I would. I don't think I would agree with that. They produce a lot of waste, and the only time I would suggest it is when they're babies because they're so tiny. So I think aquariums are good because they're very escape proof for birds that are just puny. But as adults, no, I don't agree with that. Birds have very delicate respiratory systems, and I think that could just cause so many problems. I wouldn't do it personally. Okay, well, this has been 2.5 hours. I think this is almost the longest I've live streamed. I might have live streamed video games this long, but this was long. Thank you guys so much for those of you who stayed through the whole thing, and for people who had to leave. I'm sorry it went on for so long, but I really appreciated how many comments and views I got on this video in the first couple of days, so I wanted to try to answer everyone. So yeah, well, we'll be back Monday for more live streaming. I'm trying to do the feeding all my pets video for Friday, so I'd probably do another reaction video if I do get that one out. If not, I'll just come out with like another topic. But definitely follow me on Instagram. It's at Megan_HappyTales, and I post a lot of information on there. Like, you get to see my pets. You get to, I tell you guys what's going on at the time and stuff like that. So follow me there, or Twitter. I try to respond to everybody that sends me tweets and stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to get going because I am really tired, and I'm pretty sure my voice is about to be gone. All right. Bye.